Alright, what's up guys? So I had a request to do a stability video from one of the viewers in the comments in my last video, so I was going to go over kind of how this thing is working out, how stable it is. I mean, keep in mind this is a 14-foot John boat, so I mean it moves around. You can see right now. If you move from one side to the other, especially if somebody is in the back of the boat and surprises you, then you can get surprised pretty quick, right? I mean, anybody that's fished out of a John boat knows that. So just give you a rundown of kind of how I've set things up. I tried out my stick pole earlier. Actually worked out really good. I kind of laid it down there out of the way. I got the, I have the clips for it right there. It's kind of, I haven't tried to put it back in since I used it, but I felt like I might use it again, so I didn't want to have to deal with having to yank it back out. But typically what I do, this is the box that I usually, like I think I'd gone over in the final build videos. This is the one I typically keep all the stuff in and pull things in and out of. And then this one, of course, is the one that I usually get into while I'm fishing, keep tackle and stuff in there. Damn, look at that. Can you see that? That's what I'm trying to find, is those guys right there. But here, we'll take this break and we'll do this. But anyways, you see, I'm up on the front of the boat. Move way over here. I could fish off just fine. There's nothing surprising. But I usually keep all my rods. Of course, you need to be mindful, especially if you're gonna fish with kids or somebody else, but this is what I've been doing, is just lay them out right here. They're out of the way. I built this with about an inch and a half below the edge. I know a lot of guys build it flush. I didn't want this stuff like popping over. I could run across the lake wide open and this stuff, I'm not worried about it bouncing out. They sit still pretty good. But anyways, I lay those right there, right across the top of my live well. I should be able to see that, but lay them right across the top of my live well. I was just throwing my chatterbait, so I kind of just stuck that rod out of the way. But I mean, you can see I get up right here on the front. I can move way over here, make a decent cast. And then you can see my little troll tray. Golly, look at that crap. Oh, that's what I'm looking for right there. Damn. I'm up here on the front, moving around. I think if I had a fishing buddy back there, we'd have to be pretty mindful of who's moving around on the back, because that could surprise you. You can kind of see how far the boat is down, how far over it is. When I'm solo, it kind of brings the back of the boat up. Like I had said in that last video, everything total is less weight than was in the boat before. And the way the deck was previously, the aluminum deck that's part of the factory layout, it really would have only come to just about where the end of my troll tray is right there. So I used to have to fish way up here, so I didn't have any room. So I mean, now I've got tons of room. I can move all over the place. I can switch sides. I can step back when it's not too windy, and I don't have to really mind the trolling motor a whole lot. One thing that is nice is the seat on that rotating offset post. So if I need to get over here, I just kind of swing it out of the way. If I want it backwards, where I'm stepping down, keeping my, throwing used plastics down in the floor and keeping stuff I need to get to handy in the tackle webs. My little 3 rod holder works out pretty good. I put my 3 long rods, which are my 2 flipping rods, and this cranking rod in the holder, and then my 2 worm rods, which are a carbon light and a loose speed stick. I just lay them on the floor. But for the most part, everything fits in here pretty well. Just enough room for everything in here. It's pretty good solo. I think with one guy, it works out really well. If you had 2, it might be tricky. But actually, I've had 2 separate people tell me after they've seen the boat and they knew what it looked like before I redid it. They swear it's got more room, which really it does have more functional room. And I know my brothers, when they used to fish out inshore in Tampa Bay, they would put the trolling motor foot control up on the front deck, and 2 guys would stand up there on the front. So I mean, the stability that it has right now is definitely, it's more than it was before. But that's it right now. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope that answers your question. It's not a bass boat. While, yeah, the title does say John Boat to Bass Boat, but I think in my eyes, what that really means is adding the functionality of this front casting deck. So I'm not trying to pretend this is a bass boat, other than trying to catch bass out of it. This time of year is a good time to get out here and try to catch something that's a little bit deeper. But I think that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.